Ford, Motown, Joe Louis, Tommy Hearns. Detroit has been in the intersection of business, sports, and culture. And on July 26th, when Claressa Shields defends the undisputed heavyweight world title, for the first time ever, Detroit once again will get a glimpse of the golden era. I'd like to thank Howard Handler, who believed in us and who has made this beautiful building available. It's going to be an unbelievable night of boxing. Tickets are almost sold out. The roof is going to come off this building. I'd also like to thank our partners at Win Records, Mr. Reuben Branson and Papoose. Through their vision and initiative, this event is going to have another incredible layer of music. Many have tried, but we have succeeded. It is going to be an incredible night of boxing. I also want to thank those that have kept the city of Detroit alive on the worldwide stage. Trainer of champions, Sugar Hill Stewart. Sugar, please come up. Not come up, please stand up. The First Lady of Boxing, Jackie Callan. LJ Harrison and the Harrison family, who have a gym 15 minutes away from downtown, has helped kids and build champions. Thank you, LJ. Brandon Moore, who helped us, King Moore, who helped us promote this event. Thank you, King. Stand up, stand up. July has been a great month for women's boxing, but we saved the best for last, the undisputed heavyweight world title. Claressa Shields made a debut for women worldwide when she was the first woman ever in the history of the sport to headline a main event on premium cable television right here in Detroit in 2017. Since then, the gates of opportunity for women have opened up worldwide. And Claressa, all throughout her career, made it a point to make sure that we headline and showcase some of the great women from the world of boxing. And this card is no different. We're gonna have incredible championship fights leading up to Claressa's fight. Caroline Veyre is gonna fight for the WBC silver belt. She's one of the best female fighters in the world. Claressa's former teammate, Samantha Worthington, the currently ranked #1 junior welterweight in the world, is gonna fight for her first WBA interim world title. It is going to be an absolute incredible night of boxing and celebration of great women from around the world. This fight is going to air live on DAZN, July 26th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time is the start. Doors open right here at 5:30 p.m. It is going to be an incredible, historic night of boxing. Be there or be square. History is going to be made on July 26th. Thank you. See you. You know, we've been working for a long time to bring back big-time boxing to the city of Detroit, and this is our third event here at Little Caesars Arena, and it just wouldn't be right to have it without Tony Harrison showcased in this big building. Thank you, Tony. And I also want to thank the Harrison family, who's one of the bedrocks of the world of boxing, certainly of the city of Detroit. Tony's mother is here. I want to thank you. Tony's father passed away, who was a great guy and a great trainer down at Super Bad Boxing Gym, and LJ has taken over the reins and trained a lot of great fighters and great champions, including Tony Harrison, professionals and amateurs. So thank you so much to the Harrison family. And now for the main event of the evening. Last week, the men's undisputed heavyweight world title fight happened in the UK, where Alexander Usyk beat Daniel Dubois. And he almost completed his mission of being the undisputed champion, because there's one guy left for him to beat, WBO interim champion, Joseph Parker. You know where he's from? He's from New Zealand. New Zealand is a small but proud country, and they do not have a lot of professional fighters. But the ones that make it are mighty and proud and capable. And when I started working with Claressa, she told me, Dimitri, make sure you make the biggest and the best fights. Every time I step into the ring, I want to fight the biggest and the best fights. And this fight is no different. Lani Daniels is a two-division, multi-time world champion. She's skilled, she's strong, she's happy, she has nothing to lose and everything to gain. And it's a challenge that we take very seriously. And our trainer and manager, John Conway, has been here in Detroit about a month and a half ago to announce this fight. They've been here for about 10 days, getting ready, getting acclimated, and getting ready to rumble. I'd like to invite John Conway to invite his fighter to say a few words.
Thank you. Yeah, so we've come here to fight the best woman fighter that's ever been, apparently. Last time we were here, we called this fight the American Dream, but we changed it to the Cinderella story. We're planning to win this fight, and when I said that last time, it seemed to upset you. We are definitely not coming down to lay down. We have been called once for warriors, but we are still warriors. We're a warrior nation. This fight has been on my mind for about 4 years. 3 years ago, I went to Rushcutter Bay. Anyone knows what Rushcutter Bay is? I talked to the spirit of Jack Johnson, and he told me it was time for Lani to take over the heavyweight division. I said last time we're coming with Muay Thai punches. Clock it, that's gone. We're coming with boxing punches, because we are boxers. This Muay Thai thing was rubbish. It was a little game I played that people fell for. So this is a true boxing fight. Lani is a pure boxer. I'm a pure boxer trainer. So now I want to introduce you to the next heavyweight champ of the world, Lani Daniels.
Kia ora tātou katoa, te mei tuatahi me mea kia ora tātou mātua i te rangi. First and foremost, I'd just like to acknowledge our Father in heaven above. He's blessed me along my journey, and hence why I'm standing here in Detroit, America, from a small place called New Zealand, from the Pito Te Ao, centre of the universe, Pipiwai. I'm grateful, blessed to be here. I'm grateful to have a voice. I'm not as good as these fellas that's talking, but I think I'm better at fighting. I'm grateful for the talk practice, because it will prepare me for Saturday when my hands go to work. I don't have too much to say. I just want to thank everybody for making this fight and event possible. Dimitri, Mark, Claressa, everybody on the undercard, and of course my whānau that have made the big trip over to come and support me. So I have some people in the crowd there for me, but also I know everybody that will be tuning in back home in our country of New Zealand. I've got massive support there, and I'm just so grateful and blessed for the support that I've had along my journey. You know, 3 years ago, the brother over here talked about he was on the couch. I'm still on that couch trying to figure it out. I've been on that couch for the past 3 years. The only reason I got back in here was to lose weight. And now I'm about to fight the baddest woman on the planet. And the only reason that's possible is because of the man upstairs. So, you know, I'm here for a reason, I'm here for a purpose, and I know that's what's going to carry me through this fight. I don't have too much more to say, but I love my whānau, my family, my friends, everybody. You know how much you mean to me. It's always been more than boxing. It's about my people, who I'm from, who I'm supposed to be here trying to inspire, or, you know, people are looking at me. And I'm here for a greater reason. Thank you to my corner, John. He's been my lifesaver. And I wouldn't be here, you know, the Lord's put him in my path to get me all the way. So nothing but love to everybody. Thank you for coming out and supporting women's boxing. Thank you, Claressa, for making that platform for us and making it possible. I'm honoured to share the ring for you, and I respect her so much that I'm here to fight. I'm here to fight, and I know you'll be entertained, so stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, many times in boxing, we see a lot of animosity on both sides. but Lani Daniels is a respectable, great, gracious world champion, and I know it's going to be a great night of boxing. Thank you so much, Lani. Thank you, John. I know it's going to be a great event and a great fight. As you guys know, the state of Michigan, the city of Detroit, produced some of the greatest fights in the sport, and the non-televised undercard, which with first fight starting at 5:30, features some of the best talent that the world of boxing has to offer that happen to be from right here in Michigan. Sardia Simmons, heavyweight from Saginaw, Michigan, National Golden Glove champion. Camille Macklett from Macomb, Michigan. Jaquan McElroy, Claressa Shields promoted fighter from Flint, Michigan. Cameron Pankey from Pontiac, Michigan. And Deval Smith, super middleweight from right here in Detroit, trained by Sugar Hill Stewart. And Leon Lawson, highly touted junior middleweight contender from Flint, Michigan. Great card of, fight card of boxing. Teamwork makes the dream work. And Claressa Shields is smart and astute and has surrounded herself with some incredible people. I'd like to acknowledge some of them. Win records with Mr. Ruben Branson. Please stand up, Ruben. As we've seen in boxing history, many have tried to combine sports or boxing with music and entertainment, and this time we got it right, and it's going to be on display on July 26th when Rick Ross, one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time, is going to walk out the GOAT. It's going to be incredible. Claressa is also trained by trainer of world champions, John David Jackson. John David. With his assistant, Don Saxby. Don. And Claressa is promoted by one of the greatest, is managed by one of the greatest TV executives in the sport of boxing, former head of HBO, who promoted some of the greatest fights in the sport of boxing, like Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, and the list goes on. And Mark has done an incredible job, really from the beginning of Claressa's career, making sure that we get the most out of every event. And I would like to invite Mark to come up and introduce Claressa.
Saturday night is going to be something unbelievable. I am so proud of the work that Claressa's done. I told you years ago, guys like Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather, they worked every minute of every day to sell their tickets for their fights. Claressa Shields is a master at marketing and promoting her events at this point. She is light years ahead of where she was at the age of 21, and she's matured into a phenomenal, savvy businesswoman. Saturday night, we already have 15,000 tickets sold for Saturday night. It's remarkable. It's not something we thought about 3 years ago. And the biggest days are the last few days. You sometimes do 40, 50% of your tickets in the last few days. We don't even have 40, 50% left off the 15,000 to sell. So when Dimitri says the roof's gonna come off the building Saturday, I wish it opened, because we could open it and bring more people in. But it's going to be something very special. It's going to be Claressa's night. It's going to be the pinnacle of her career. Everything she has strived for is going to come true, and it's going to be beautiful with all the right people, all the right fighters. 71% of tickets Saturday night have been purchased by women. That doesn't exist in the sport of boxing. That is unheard of in this sport. And that's because of what this woman has done and the empowerment. And you look at the other women that are on this card, Samantha Worthington, Caroline Veyre, the top of the sport. And they're here the same night that the Undisputed Heavyweight Champion is sharing the stage with Lani Daniels, who's a 2-division champion herself. We've never seen women like this before in boxing. Yeah, there have been some legends that fought before, but there've never been fights top to bottom, depth top to bottom, breadth. This is women's boxing's time. And I will tell you, it started on the shoulders of Charles Atlas here when she said, I'm putting this globe on my back, I'm gonna carry it, and you watch what happens. And like everything else she's done in life, and there've been many naysayers, guess what? She always was up to her word and then some, and you'll see Saturday night, history will be made. There's a math problem I have that I can't figure out when it comes to Claressa Shields. So Claressa's had 16 fights. It is not possible to have 17 world championships in 16 fights. It's virtually mathematically impossible. No one in the history of this sport, no woman, no man, nobody has ever been as prolific as to win 17 world titles in 16 fights. She's done a lot of things in this sport. She's won a lot of undisputed championships. She's set records. She's done things bigger, better, faster than any man. 17 world titles in 16 fights is impossible. But she's done it, and she's going to show off, as she says, every one of those belts on Saturday night. So it is my honor, my pleasure, my privilege to introduce the 21-year-old young lady who's become a magnificent, beautiful 30-year-old woman in charge of her life, in charge of her destiny, and in charge of this building Saturday night, Claressa Shields.
Well, oh my God. First, I just want to thank God for this opportunity. I want to thank LCA, Howard. I'm so grateful for just the opportunity to be able to fight in this building. This is the third time for me. Just every time we do it bigger and we do it better, you know, so I'm so excited to showcase my skills and showcase why I'm the greatest one of all time on Saturday. I want to thank all of the fans who bought tickets, who spent your hard-earned money. Y'all, people drove here from New York. They flew in from New York, LA, Ohio. People are coming in from all over the world to come to this fight. And Lani's family came from New Zealand. So thank you guys for being here to cheer for her. She will definitely need you guys up on Saturday because most of the house is going to be in the house for me. So I'm just happy that, that we got so much support. And, and that I get to share the card with Samantha Worthington, Caroline. These girls are, I came up with Caroline, the amateurs, and Samantha. Samantha, I met Samantha at a very strange time in my life. I had been going through a lot, and I had lost my faith in God, and I stopped believing. And then I met Sammy, and she made sure I got my belief back in God. And this is back in 2015. It was right before my second Olympic run. I had been going through so much, and I just at this point, I don't know if God really, cared about me as much as I thought he did. And, she helped me get my faith back. She hosted the Bible studies every week at the Olympic Training Center when I was living there. And my belief came back. And I'll never forget the day because I had felt so numb for a long time, and I hadn't really felt anything emotionally. And one of her services that she did for Bible study, she was like, close your eyes and put your hands out. And, she was like, God, if you're real, come in here and, touch our hands. And I was sitting there like, girl, stop. And I just remember this is a hoax, because I had stopped believing. And when I tell you that God came in there and he touched my hands and he let me know, listen, I am here for you. I got you. That is how I got my belief back. I started believing, and that day, I cried tears of joy. We sang, we cried, and I've never forgotten that. So I thank Sammy for that, and I'm happy that she gets to have her moment here at LCA, and she'll be fighting for a world championship, and God gonna show up for you just like he did for me. So I'm just so happy about that. I'm getting chills. I don't tell people my business, but I'm just grateful for this. To be able to share the card with Tony Harrison. People don't know. I've been knowing him since I was 11 years old. I watched him fight the big leagues when I was an amateur, and I was able to watch him fight at the club shows here. And the same person he is today, same person he was back then. Just as outgoing, just as loud, just as himself. And I think having a role model like him let me know it's okay to be yourself. You don't got to be all stuck up and put together how everybody thinks you're supposed to be put together all the time. I like that he walked in here himself. He went over to Australia to fight against Tim Tszyu, took his shirt off. It's too crazy. I was just sitting there You know, when it like comes to trash talk, it got Adrian Broner, it got Tony Harrison, it got myself, and then you got Floyd Mayweather, the best trash talkers in women, the best trash talkers in boxing. So now that I go to that, I just want to talk about this fight here at LCA. I want to thank Salida Promotions, Win Records, the whole 313 Presents, the street team that also came with Win Records. I mean, we have done a lot of promoting for this fight. So for it to be sold out is really shows testament to the hard work that we all put in. And Pap is not here, but Papoose put in a whole bunch of hard work too. And we just been really pushing for this to be one of the biggest fights, you know, ever. You know, I know we saw some great women's fights in July at the Madison Square Garden. And as great as those fights were, it was not a GOAT show. Nobody put on a GOAT performance. Everybody looked good, I'm not gonna lie. I love how they came out dancing and punching the air and, you know, with different rappers and stuff, but this fight here is levels above that. And my skill set and my power is levels above all those girls put together. And that's the truth. So now as we go to this fight, I have a very sturdy opponent in front of me, and Lani Daniels. I want to tell you something. I have not taken you lightly. People keep saying that they don't know who Lani is, and you know, sad to say, you guys don't know who half of the girls, who any of the girls fight is, because nobody works on building a brand like I do. So you can't try to shoot me in the foot over that. You know, my last opponent, Danielle Perkins, was 6'2". When we started the promotion, she had 9,000 followers. We ended after the fight, she had 36,000 followers. So started with 9, ended up with 36,000, and I told Danielle Perkins she needs to get back in the ring ASAP. You know, so I've been building my brand to where I have 1.4 million followers, and I think it's over 2 million worldwide. So to share that platform with Lani is very, very special. It's gonna be more eyes that's ever been on you on Saturday, you know, in the building, online, on DAZN. It's gonna be huge, and I want her to know that my mom will be there, my niece will be there, Win Records will be there, my man will be there, girl. I cannot let you beat me up, you know, I can't do it. You know, it's a lot on the line here, but I have put in so much time and work, and I told you, last time you saw me, I was a little chubby. About a month and a half ago, I was a little chubby. I had some fat on the arms, you know, and I'm here to tell you today, I told you I was gonna come back and I was gonna look like this. I told you. I told you. And my butt has shrank, and my six pack is there, and my muscles is on 10. I got neck muscles, y'all can't see them because it's hid behind the hair, but I have prepared for you and your coach very, very hard, and me and my team know what you bring to the table, and we respect you, and I thank you for coming all the way over here from New Zealand, bringing your family. You know, I look forward to sharing the ring with you, and everybody keeps saying that they feel that they're a little scared for you, you know, and I'm not a little scared for you. I know that you're gonna come and you're gonna bring it, but if you can bring out a different beast in me to where I have to rise to a different occasion, then I'll be scared for you. Right now, I'm not scared for you yet. I am ready to see how hard you're gonna come out there and fight on Saturday, and if you really wanna keep your 2 belts, and if you really wanna be champion, because if you do that, then that's when you're gonna see a great, great fight, a great, great show. But, you know, Lani is very, very nice, but I'm going to try to break her spirit that she has. She has a strong spirit, you know, so I'm just looking forward to just going out there and doing what I do best. But it will be skills on display, power. I'm coming out with Rick Ross, okay? This place is going to be filled. If you have not got your tickets, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have any on hand. All I can do is send you a link. The nosebleeds is what's left. If you didn't get your floor seat, I apologize. Because I told y'all last month it's gonna be a sellout. I sat up here and I told you last month it's gonna be a sellout. Please get your tickets. And people, and only the 15,000 that got the tickets listen. So it's a few of y'all who didn't listen. But it's still best to be in the house. If you are a fan of mine, even if you can't make it, still purchase one of those $40 tickets because the money goes to me. So make sure you purchase a ticket. And I look forward to seeing everybody. And I don't know if I said it enough, but thank you to Salida Promotions, my manager, Mark Taffet, Win Records, Lani, the LCA, the Detroit, Flint community. You know, I would not be anything without you guys. So thank you for supporting me and, you know, having my back. And hey, last word is to all the haters, y'all ain't stopped shit yet. Y'all like that, do you? You ain't stopped nothing yet. And that's all I got for you. Go out.
Now our main event of the evening, the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the World, Claressa Shields and Lani Daniels.
No smiling, no smiling. That's straight face right there. What we doing, Detroit? What we doing? What we doing, Detroit? What we doing? Make sure while y'all doing y'all press, you tell them to get these leftover tickets. The last of these tickets, get these tickets down. We will sell out. I am predicting that right now. Give it up for this big fight happening this Saturday night right here in Little Caesars Arena. Yeah.